In this tutorial, we'll show you awards and trophies. So go ahead and select awards and trophies from the main menu, and this will show you any trophies that have been added so far. You can also do things like daily, weekly and monthly awards, as well as season awards and trophies. And you can see there, you can also filter these from the top up here. So let's go ahead and add a new award. And in this scenario, let's say we're going to create one for Champion Angler Tag and Release, or Champion Adult Angler Tag and Release. We need to set certain criteria on the award screen so that when our point score is calculated for this particular trophy, it makes sure that it covers all the criteria and all the filters that we're going to need. So on the left hand side of the screen is basically the trophy type, what we're going to call that trophy, and whether it's a daily, weekly, monthly or seasonal award. And on the right hand side we have our filters, which will allow us to filter all the criteria for that particular trophy. So you can do things as basic as Champion Angler, like we're going to do now. And then when we do the Champion Angler one, we'll go ahead and we'll make a more comprehensive or more complicated calculation if it was to be done manually. So first off, we'll go ahead and add Champion Angler. So we need to select an Angler Award / trophy. We'll call it Champion Angler Tag and Release. We'll call this Champion Adult Angler Tag and Release. You might have names for your trophies as well. I'm just going to go ahead and put Champion Angler Tag and Release, and I'll also make sure I type it correctly. Okay, so this, you can put a description for that trophy. This also comes up on your trophy list when you print it, so it's always handy to have. Highest point scoring Adult Angler Tag and Release. And we said that this was going to be a seasonal trophy. So on the right hand side, we'll begin to go through all of our filters. So in this case, all we need to do is make sure that we're only selecting adult anglers and excluding juniors. So our filter type would be highest point score total, and you can see there that your club might use some or none, sorry, not none, some or all of the categories that are there. So we're going to go ahead and select highest point score total. Next, we're going to select our catch type. And with this version of the system, you can actually select more than one. It's multiple choice, which makes it a big change over our previous total fish system. We're going to go ahead and hit Tag and Release. And the next set of filters are preset already, and that's because most of these generally don't get changed. So rather than you have to select these every single time you add a new trophy, we've preset them as all categories of all of those filters, so that then you can just go in and change the one or two that you're going to need to do. Like in this scenario, Champion Adult Angler, we only need to select adult anglers, we don't need juniors. So we're going to go ahead and change the angler filter from what it's currently set to, and we're going to make that to be from the angler categories that are only our adult categories. So in this case, male, female, and we're going to exclude visitors in this case. So we're just selecting our two categories, which we know are male and female, and we know they're both adult categories. And then all of the other filters are the same. We're not restricting any other filters on that. We just want to make sure they're adult anglers only. And we're going to say that we want the winner, because you can also have anything from up to the top 10th position. Some clubs have scenarios where they're going to need to use as many as 10 positions. In this case, we're just looking for the champion, not the runner-up or anything like that, so we want the winner. And we can also set a display order. Now, the display order is where we want that to come on our trophy list when we print it. So, for example, on presentation night, this trophy might be the first trophy that you want to present, or it might be the last trophy, or somewhere in between. So you can select the display order as to where you want that trophy to come up on this list. I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank at this point. I'm just going to go and add that trophy. Now, the reason why I left the display order blank is because you can actually change your display order on this screen here. And the main screen is easier to set your index because you can see all your trophies. If you're going to do it as you're adding them, that's fine if it's the first time you're adding trophies, because you can just add them in order that you want them to be displayed, and you can just set your index as you're going along on the screen where I've just been into. But it's easier to allocate your index once you've added all your trophies. So that's how you add a basic trophy. Now let's go ahead and say we want to have something like champion junior male capture on 15 kilo line. Now that might sound a bit extreme, but I'm sure that your club might have scenarios, maybe not along those lines, but you're going to have trophies that are going to need to be filtered like that. So you need a more comprehensive filter. So let's go ahead and add our new trophy, and we'll make this another Angler trophy, and we'll call it champion male junior capture. So I'm going to call it champion male junior 10 kilo. Oh, I said 15 kilo, didn't I? Beg your pardon. 15 kilo. And the description is going to be highest point scoring male junior capture on 15 kg line. Again, we're going to make this a seasonal trophy, and now we're going to start setting our filter. So this is the highest point score total again. Our catch type is going to be capture. Our angler filter is going to be junior, and in some cases the junior categories can include small fry. In this case I'm just saying juniors only, and we're going to select male. So all junior male anglers. And I'm also going to change my line class from its default to all classes to 15 kilo line. And I want the winner. So that's how easy it is to add a more complicated trophy.